Obviously, the start of the second half, I thought, our intensity level, attention to detail in that juncture of the game. I think we're up, 13, 14 at halftime, something like that. So you want to go 13 to 20, 13 to 23, as opposed to 13 to 4. So I'm just pleased with that.
But as you try to weed out your rotation, is who can play defense going to carry the most weight?
Yeah, but I don't know about exclusively. I mean, every game's different. Okay, this team was pressing and running and jumping, and who can handle the ball. They were up in the passing lanes, shooting gaps. So who can handle and pass and catch and make a play off the dribble. So I was really impressed with Isaiah Moss today. When he and Brady both coming off the bench.
Is this a invaluable game though? Because I think you only played starter no more than 7 minutes the second half. And guys like Bohannon got a ton of minutes. So a lot of guys got a lot of time.
Yeah, and I'm struggling because we look at Ahmad Wagner, and even I said the other night he's experienced, but he's still pretty young. I wanted to get him back in there, and I wanted to get Cordell more minutes, but he's been having a little groin issue, so I probably should have never put him back in at all. But I wanted to give him another shot, and then I yanked him pretty quick. But there's no reason to put Pete back in. He wanted to go back in because he banged knees and wanted to see if he could loosen that thing back up. But the last thing I wanted him to do was go back in and have something happen to him.
Also, when an ankle banged knees.
He's banged knees, yeah.
He's okay, though?
He's fine. That hurts.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all played and banged knees. It hurts, but he'll be fine.
What do you like about, Bohannon had a tough minute or two against Seton Hall, but he got a lot of minutes and wasn't perfect, didn't shoot it well, but what did you like about the way he was playing?
Well, I thought, what he does is he does a really good job of trying to get the ball inside and understanding that we have to have an inside-outside game. We have a lot of different three-point shooters. We become a little three-happy at times, and we have to be careful, especially when you have Tyler Cook on your team, or Cordell, or Ryan when he's in there. You got to throw it in there. And he does a good job of getting it in there. He does a good job against the press. He had 6 assists. A couple of those shots go in, and all of a sudden you're looking and saying, boy, he had an unbelievable game. So the shot was off. I thought he could have mixed up he pulled a couple quick ones and maybe should have driven it and drawn the defense and relied on his creativity a little bit more. But he'll get that figured out. He's young.
Started out with a decent lead, and then you had to get on him. Did the guys relax, or what was going on?
Well, if you remember, I kind of went almost not complete mass substitution, but I went 3 and 2 quickly, and then we had a little lull there, and that was disappointing because it was a combination of things. Defense, ball handling, rebounding. It didn't really come together in that one stretch, and they make a run back at us. So, I always feel bad. You put some guys in, it doesn't go well, then you got to feel like you got to yank them and put the other guys back in. But that's how it works. Those other guys had gotten us a big lead. They needed to go back in. And I thought Bear in the first half, Bear and Pete were fabulous, both of them.
What you like about Ryan's game tonight?
Same thing I like about him all the time. I mean, he just keeps working. He's a big presence in the post. He gets tall, and he runs the post. He runs the floor. He screens and gets people open. When he really figures out what we're doing, and he's pretty good, but, it's just new. Everything's new. He's going to be really good. He can shoot the ball as well, so he can stretch the floor like a lot of our other guys can.
Collectively, you've got a pretty good shooting team from the perimeter, one of your better ones probably since you've been here. But do you like the percentages right now, or are they shooting a little bit too much?
I thought we shot a few too many today, but it's a fine line, Scott, because you want them to, sort of have that free and clear mind to pull if they're open, if they're a good shooter. You don't want them thinking about, coach is going to be mad if I take this 3, because then they'll never make it. So that's a fine line. The only time I tell them to slow it down is when, let's say we take 3 quick threes, 3 transition opportunities, and none of them go in, and they score twice, or they score all right, well, now we need a longer position. Now we're in, understand, in both halves, we were in the bonus early and the double bonus early. So you got to drive the ball. You got to throw it inside. and get to the free throw line. And then you can get into your press and do some things defensively, and how that changes the game. And that's, well, I'm open, so I'm going to shoot. Most of the time, it's okay to do that, but in that stretch, it was not.
After Thursday's loss, what was the biggest improvement you stressed, and did you see it there tonight?
We stressed a lot of different things. It wasn't just one thing, but I thought, like I said at the start, how we performed at the start of the second half, because really in all three games, the start of the second half, we weren't very good. We won 2 of them before today. So I thought the intensity level, the focus, concentration, execution at that juncture was critical. And we really did a good job there. I was proud of the guys.
You're going to face a real defensive juggernaut in your next game in Virginia. What do you do to get ready for the pressure you're going to see there?
Well, other teams play like that. I mean, they're not the only team that plays like that. There's a lot of teams in our league that really dig in at half court and guard you. They're really quick on the perimeter, and they're, obviously going to have a reputation for being a really good defensive team. You got to execute. You got to move the ball. It's not a team you're going to be able to score on one pass. You got to work the ball. You got to, whether we're running sets or motion, you got to run your stuff. You got to get the ball moving. You got to recognize, when to drive it, when to shoot it, when to pass it, what the shot clock is, when to set a ball screen, and if you don't, they hold you to a low number.
Is this team where you wanted to be before you went to this Florida tournament?
No, I want to be 4-0.
Pizza.
Another 10 missed free throws tonight, is that becoming a concern, or?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a concern, but we're better in the second half.
Pete's always done a good job of moving without the ball, but even now, especially whether it's just coming off screens, coming off the top of the key, shooting, seems to be as good as I can recall.
Well, he's got a real good pace to his game. And I think that's kind of what you're alluding to. He knows when to speed up, when to slow down, when to wait. He's taking a lot of shots. I mean, you got more than anybody today, and he didn't play a ton. And I want him to take a lot of shots, but I don't think he's hunting shots. I don't think he's being selfish at all. A couple at the end the other night, we were scrambling, trying to get a 3, call timeout, and win the game. But I've been really pleased with him, with his shot selection. 27 points on 13 shots, pretty impressive.
How confident are you in this team if he's not making shots right now?
Still confident. Obviously it'd be a lot harder, and we have to change the complexion a little bit. I mean, who's on the floor? Are we small? Are we big? If we're big, we got to throw it in. If we're small without it, then we still can put some 3-point shooters out there. Isaiah, Brady Ellingson, Bohannon, Bear. So it's not like, okay, he's our only 3-point threat. I think that's helpful.
How far do you have to go until you feel the guys are comfortable in what you want to do on both ends of the floor?
Well, that's going to be ongoing for the remainder of the season. I don't know that that's going to happen anytime soon. Last year we had an experienced team, and in the Villanova game we're still trying to get them to do exactly what we need them to do, and that's what coaching is, and getting them to know and understand the anatomy of the game. And every game's different. Is it a fast game? Is it a slow game? Are they pressing? Are they zone? Are they trapping? Are they switching? And reacting accordingly, and understanding where are our advantages, and how we're going to move the ball, and how we're going to score, and how we're going to stop them. I mean, are they taking us off the dribble? We've got to be in the gaps. Are they jacking threes? Well, we got to get long rebounds, and we can't give them second shots. And who are the guys? I got real upset in the first half. We're in a zone, and we lead Green, their leading scorer, made 7 threes in a game this year. He whacked a 3 out of the corner. Luckily, we scored at the buzzer, but we can't let him get that 3 there. If somebody else makes a 3, okay, they make a 3. But it's understanding, okay, we're zone, we're under half a minute in the game, where's Green? Sometimes you'll play teams that have 4 greens. With this team had 1. And when you get a guy who's getting 28, 35, and you got to mark him if we're in zone. Where is he? Everybody's got to be talking and communicating where he is.
The day began with the news about Dale Jones. I mean,
I feel awful for him.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say to him? I mean, that's just.
I just gave him a hug. Practice. Yeah, he walked in. He got the cast on. Just walked over and gave him a hug. I said, man, it's going to happen for you this year. You just got to stay positive. I mean, he's had an unbelievably positive attitude. I thought now he'd be as down as he's ever been. And he's been good. Yeah, I've been really impressed with his maturity, helping the other guys, being a leader. I'm really proud of him.
Okay,
Thank you.
Coach.